Welcome back to 50 States,
50 Plates.
We are exploring America one plate at a time. We are recreating famous local dishes in the comfort of our own kitchen. So we get to explore America without ever leaving our house. If this is the first episode you're seeing, you're joining us for episode 5. If you were looking for the rest of these, I've got them in a playlist. I'll link them here and I will also link them below. Last week we were in Vermont. This week we are in Maine, where lobster is king. Before we get started today, I wanted to mention if you are from Maine or you've been to Maine and you've taken some beautiful pictures up there, please send them to us. We're gonna feature them in next week's episode when we take a look back at this week. So just send it to mystate@mandyinthemaking.com. And if you sent in pictures from Vermont, stay tuned to the end. We will show those pictures towards the end. I have to say this is a first. We have never bought lobster tail. Now, obviously, we're in South Carolina, so we can't get fresh lobster very easily around here. I know up in Maine, that's probably everywhere you go, there's fresh lobster. But we've got this lobster tail and we need to start cooking it because we are making lobster rolls Maine style. I've done a little bit of research. I'm definitely not a pro at this. However, I've read that you need to cut along the top so that the meat can get all of the heat, I guess, and it will cook more evenly. Now we've already got some water over there boiling and Stephen has already heavily salted it. And I weighed one of these bad boys. They weigh about 5 ounces. So we're gonna boil them for about 5 minutes, I think.
Are you ready, my dear?
I don't know. We're winging it over here, but let's go boil this. And then we also have to create the lobster concoction and let that cool. So I'm gonna drop these in. We're gonna give these about 5 minutes. While we wait on our lobster tails, I wanted to tell you there's 2 different types of lobster rolls. We're making the Maine one, but lobster rolls originated in Connecticut in the 1920s. But apparently Maine made them famous. And Connecticut is more, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm thinking it uses more butter and I think it may be served hot. Whereas Maine makes it cold and makes it with mayonnaise. So here's the thing. When I think lobster roll, that sounds really fancy to me because I don't know. But lobster rolls were created to kind of take the fanciness away and to make it easier to eat lobster. You don't have to crack the shells. It's already chopped up for you. And up in Maine, you go into a deli, you can order a lobster roll like it's no big deal. It's just like another deli sandwich. Okay, we're gonna drain these and then we're gonna put some cold water over them so they'll stop cooking. We don't want it to be rubbery. So we're gonna put them in a little ice bath real quick just to stop them from cooking anymore. I'm so interested in seeing how this turns out. I mean, yeah. Honestly, if it's not the greatest the first time, it is my first time, so I'm not gonna be too mad at it. But I don't feel like I'm gonna screw this up too bad.
I think we're gonna be all right.
Okay, so I've got some celery here. I'm going to dice this celery. I probably just need like 1/2 of that, quite honestly. We don't need a lot. So we're supposed to really finely dice this. I'm gonna run my knife through it a couple of times. And then we've got some chives here. I'm just gonna finely dice some of these. Draining these, they're nice and cold. Now we get the fun part, which I think I'm gonna elect Stephen to do.
Okay.
Be careful. They're slippery little boogers.
Yeah, I see that. Mm-hmm. Don't want to go in there. I wonder if you had to cut the bottom open. You cut the bottom open too?
I don't know. Look at us, not knowing.
I don't know.
We knew how to cook it, but we don't know how to do what we need to do. Now I did see where some people cut here, like to the side. There you go.
You can tell I ain't never worked with lobster before.
Yeah, this is a new experience for us in this house. We like new experiences.
Once we get it done, it'll be done. We don't have to do it again.
All right, we'll be right back. So other than lobsters, what comes to mind when I think of Maine are lighthouses. Apparently they have 65 lighthouses. There is one particular one called the Portland Headlight that is the most photographed lighthouse pretty much in the world. The donut as we know it with the hole in the middle, that was invented by a sea captain in Maine. His name was Hanson Gregory. It was 1847 and he was sick of his pastry, I guess, getting soggy in the middle. So he decided to cut a hole in it so that it would not be soggy. And that's our donut as we know it today.
Problem solved.
I know, right?
Look, once I got most of it off,
then you just pull that bottom part off?
Just able to just gently, just being super gentle here, just kind of easing my way off of here.
Okay.
So that it kind of stays intact.
Excellent. There's one down. We got 3 more to go.
I bet Maine lobster's about 3 times as big as this.
You know Maine lobsters make, this looks like a baby lobster compared to what they have.
Yeah, for sure.
3 down. He's working on the last one now. This has not been the easiest process, has it?
Well, I can see why they want to put them on bread.
Yeah. Make it a lot easier to eat.
Make it easier.
You know what I love? The only thing that I've really eaten with lobster other than just lobster plain, lobster mac and cheese.
I've had that too.
Oh my word.
When I went up to Boston.
Yeah, that's right. With his job a long time ago, he had to go to Boston and he had lobster mac and cheese up there.
Man, what you talking about?
I bet that
Big
was
old
delicious.
Giant chunks of lobster.
Yeah, and that was in Massachusetts. That's not even in Maine.
I know. They know what they're talking about up there.
There was a local restaurant here that made lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And it was a steakhouse and it was so incredibly good. That restaurant is no longer around, but I loved getting their lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah, it was good.
Our little miniature tails, 2 for each of us. I'm just gonna go through and just chop this real quick. I have to say, I've never eaten lobster cold.
I don't think we've ever fixed lobster in this house.
No, we've never had
This is the
lobster in
first
this
time,
house,
yeah.
yeah. How much protein is in lobster? I would imagine that's a lot.
That'd be some.
I knew I liked Maine. Maine produces 99% of the wild blueberries in the United States.
That's amazing.
I love that. I love blueberry anything, so I definitely need to go.
All right, darling.
So let's make our lobster roll stuff. We're gonna stick it in the fridge afterwards, but let's put all of our lobster in here. Let's add in some mayonnaise. We're gonna add a couple tablespoons, maybe just a little bit more. That seems about right. We can always add more if we need it. Okay. Let's mix that around first. So we're making it now so that all the flavors have time to kind of, Stephen's favorite word, meld. That seems like plenty of mayo. I think we're good. Okay, now let's add in our celery and chives that we chopped earlier.
Yep.
Mix that around. Then we've got some lemon. Okay. And I don't want to get any seeds in there.
Yeah.
Let me grab this. It says, I think it said about half the lemon, so we don't need quite half. That's probably enough. Let's mix that around. And then salt and pepper. That's that. So I have to say, Maine has been the easiest so far, other than having to learn how to boil lobster tail and him having to take it apart. You like how I delegate? So I'm going to put a lid on this and we're going to stick it in the fridge for a couple of hours. We're going to have this for lunch today, so see it in a little bit. So I tried to find as authentic of a bun as I could. However, we just had a snowstorm here in South Carolina. I'm going to show you some footage here of what I had to look through at the grocery store. In the South, when it snows, there's no milk, there's no bread. There were literally 2 packs of hot dog buns left and I just had to grab one of those. But traditionally, these are served on a New England split top style bun. We're gonna try to recreate that as well as we can with a hot dog bun today, but you get the idea. It has been a couple of hours, so it's about that time, y'all. But right now, I am buttering the inside of these hot dog buns. And these are the Artisanal, it's by Sara Lee. It's the nicer ones. They're kind of, I don't know if they're the brioche ones or not, but that is not mold. That's like flour on the outside. I just wanted y'all to be very aware of that. But I'm just kind of...
Mandy's making that moldy bread.
I'm just buttering this up. And we've got our little indoor griddle over here heating up. I mean, he could definitely do this on the black top or the black stone outside, but it's cold outside. All right, we're just gonna toast these up. And then I'm gonna brush the outsides with a little bit of butter too. Okay, it's been a minute. Let's flip this over. Look at that. That's beautiful. We just grabbed our lobster mixture out of the fridge. Smells really good and it's had time to do its thing. So let's load it up. Let's see.
Should we put some mayonnaise on the bottom or?
No.
I think that's enough.
There's plenty of mayonnaise
Should
in
have
here.
enough mayonnaise in
Yeah, oh yeah, we're good. So let's just start loading her up.
Look at those big chunks of lobster in there.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna need 2 hands for this.
It looks so good. It smells delicious.
Oh, goodness, baby. Oh, they're so nice and toasty.
Okay, we gotta tink it up. You ready?
Oh, I got the tinkage.
You got the tinkage? Tink.
All right, here we go. Man, that is so good.
That is delicious.
Big hunks of lobster. Man, that dressing that you made that goes in there.
It's almost like a coleslaw.
But it's like super simple.
With that buttery bun.
That is super delicious. Yeah, the celery and the onion that's in there.
Let me tell you, this is delicious.
Yeah.
It's like the ingredients for the mixture. It's like a coleslaw ingredient.
Yeah.
But instead of cabbage, you use lobster meat.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with this, genius.
Yeah. This is perfect. I just love the texture of this lobster.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little bit on the concerned side because I've never had cold, well, not to my knowledge, I've never had cold lobster.
Yeah, me neither.
But this is delicious.
We cooked it perfectly. It's not rubbery. It's the perfect consistency.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you toasted it with the buns too.
Yeah, that makes a
That
difference.
makes a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
That buttery, crunchy bread.
Yeah. Okay, Maine, we're on board. This makes me want to go to Maine and get a lobster roll there.
Oh yeah,
We need to go to
For sure.
Maine.
we do.
Let's go.
Let's just take a trip.
Not right now though, because it's daggum cold. If it's cold here, I can't imagine what it feels like in Maine right now. It's almost this time, but before we do our drawing for the next state, let's take a look at some pictures that y'all submitted from Vermont from last week's episode. So we need to color in Maine, but before we color in Maine on our map, we need to draw another state. Are you going with Louisiana again?
No, I'm gonna go different this time.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say Arizona.
Ooh. I'm going to say Kansas.
Okay.
I'm going with Kansas.
All right.
You have to tell me, is it upside down?
It is. And we're going to Montana.
I can see that through the paper. Montana.
All right.
Y'all, I'm stoked about that. Now, are we thinking like bison or something?
I don't know.
But I mean, obviously we can't get that here. But I wonder what is Montana known for other than its beauty. I always,
Right.
every time I see pictures from Montana, I'm just in awe at how gorgeous it is out there. So I think of horses when I think of Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Montana next week.
That is going to be awesome.
Okay, we'll have to do our research, but let's go color in Maine.
All right, my dear.
All right. So Stephen looked it up and he said the state flag is a blue color, so, or at least that's the background of it.
Yeah.
So we're going to color
It's actually
in.
the same color as the blue that's on the U.S. flag.
Oh. So we're just going to go with a navy blue.
Yeah.
You know what?
What's that?
Now I see there was something that we saw that said they have more coastline than the state of California. Now I know Canada is up here, but they have
I don't
more.
think that top part there is coastline.
It's not coastline either?
I don't think so.
And
not all of
that's
it.
just weird to me that it has more coastline than that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
That's crazy.
understand that. Maybe my information that I saw was wrong. I don't know. It seems like that's a lot of coastline over there on California. But
But it's very jagged too. So.
yeah. So we're going clear across whoop, to Montana. Montana's huge.
It is.
I don't think I realized how big Montana was. We will see you in Montana next week. Bye, y'all.